Leo, what's going on? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Hey, welcome to my channel. Hey. So it's time for, I threw myself off with that goofball move. April 2021, month ahead tarot card reading. Wow, I really, not slick this time around. So, and I'm not going to start over again because this is what it'd be like to have a conversation with me, so I just want to keep it real with you guys 100% of the time. So anyway, I am shuffling the Steampunk Tarot deck for you guys, and I'm just going to allow my channels, my guides to move through me as they always do when I start to pull cards. So hopefully this resonates and you find some little tidbit or crumb of information that is going to help you on your path as you move through your life. And I'm going to pull an Angels and Ancestors Oracle card at the end of the read for you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Keep in mind, this is a general reading and it's going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And of course, any Leo cross watchers. So yeah, I've kind of smoothed out there afterwards. So let's take advantage of that and we'll start pulling cards here for you, Leo. Some of you check in with Leo Millionaire Gang or Leo Millie Gang or LMG, which is like, I love the acronym and I was trying to think of something like fresh to say, but of course I should have just quit while I was ahead. All right, let's do a deck cut here for you. King of Swords. Okay, King of Swords is a very sort of, you probably know this person and they're probably in a high achievement rank of their field. So the King of Swords indicates there's somebody coming in for you. Either that or you're going to embody this energy. There's some little switch that could be flipped in you where you're all of a sudden kind of a different creature. This guy's very like old world. There could be something coming back around for you guys with this type of, like, there's a whole new suaveness to this energy and kind of a discreet, understated knowing of what needs to happen. So I wonder what's up with that. Let's pull another card here. See what's going on. So we have the Justice card. So something is about to balance off in your life. If you've been having some sort of issue or struggle, and I find this lighting a little bit hot, the Justice card comes in to balance the scales off for you so that you can live a little bit more comfortably. That's probably why I'm getting that kind of the country squire vibe here from the King of Swords, who's generally portrayed as being somebody very sharp, down to business, very witty. But it's like you guys can merge, like become this hybrid, and still maintain your, Leo, swagalicious vibe, but sort of bring in this new, no nonsense on a different level. Because when you take a Leo, there's a lot of fire behind it because you guys are definitely a fire sign, okay? There's no mistaking you. Very vivacious, exuberant, a lot of forward motion, like almost like propulsion. But the King of Swords is more measured. So where you guys could have gone racing into something, you might strut a little bit more, and I'm seeing here with the Justice card that there is some sort of decision being made in your favor that could allow you to do this from a different aspect of wealth. Okay, so I am seeing a bit of an inheritance here, or the Justice card, maybe if you were being held back, like depending on what part of the world you're in, if you were waiting for a stimulus check, or, if there was any sort of sum of money being held back from you guys, it should come in for you in April. Ditto for, and some of you could, out of the blue, inherit a nice cottage somewhere. There is something going on that's going to enable you to live in a bit of a different way. You know, sort of a more Downton Abbey version of you for some reason. And if you don't watch Downton Abbey, I don't know what's holding you back. So, okay, yeah, absolutely. So we do have the Death card here. So life as you know it is about to change, and it's going to be, I love how she's got her, is it called a scythe? Like, I'm so brutal. I think of the word and then it's gone, and then I'm like, Urgh. So anyway, the Death card here is absolutely saying goodbye to your previous life. Your current life now is going to go through a massive upturn, upgrade. I see like a poshness and a cushion that you might not have been prepared to accept earlier on in life. You know, you really kind of enjoyed the bumps and the twists and the turns of life. It was more like a joyride for you. But now as you're getting to a different phase in your life and things being very challenging recently, and, you know, people being unemployed and just, you know, everything being thrown off, you're probably prepared for that nice, you know, every time, the warm spot, you know what I mean? Every time, if you have a cat, every time you get up, the cat makes no, like, the cat is very quickly heading for that warm spot. So it's like you guys are headed for the sweet spot of your life. And I'm going to write that down. Hold on. Okay, so while I was making that note, I was getting here that some of you could be so still ingrained in that, like, ferocious, like, safari jungle, lion, territorial. You might not quite be ready to accept what is about to be offered to you. Because it could feel like for many of you, if you're not fighting for something, that you don't deserve it, okay? Stop that immediately. If you do get an offer and you're thinking, well, no, that's ridiculous, I can't accept that, or, you know, you're too, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever is holding you back, you want to take a look at future you who wouldn't mind being an indoor cat, okay? And just like, yeah, take it. You know, get that whisper from future you so that you're definitely going to set yourself up. Because what works for you in your teens doesn't necessarily work for you in your 20s, and so on and on and on. Okay, and this could also set you up in a nice place if you're not, like, just a place in your life to provide for any future family that you might have. And family can come out of the woodwork, you know what I mean? You can meet somebody and they could have children, or, you know, even if you hadn't intended on ever having children in your life, life as you know, it really does twist and turn, you know? So your life is about to go through a very abrupt change. Okay, so the universe really wants you guys to be ready, okay? So we're getting the Justice card, okay? I'll get to the wheel in a second. We're getting the Justice card that is saying something is coming in for you, and it's going to bring an imminent balance to your life. You know, it's going to change things in a way that you probably never expected. Okay, and further to that, your guides, my guides combined, they're saying, okay, this is really, you know, there's something winding down. You might want to prepare yourself for the release of anything. You might have to say goodbye to some people, and this could be why you want to turn that offer down. But again, think of your future self, okay? So the Death card is saying this phase of your life is about to end, and you might have had a really good time and made some really good friends, but from the King of Swords perspective, this is everything that you want for 10 years from now, you 20 years from now, you like 40 years from now, you. So listen to that advice. Go sit down with yourself, you know. And then we have the Wheel card, which is absolutely changing, you know. It's like that huge forward motion. I used to live in Germany, and they had a lot of really big clocks, like on churches and stuff like that. You want to think of Big Ben. And you could see the gears in some of them, and they were just literally like thump forward. And if you lived close enough to the church, and I did, you could hear the mechanisms move. So this is going to be what is happening for you guys. You're going to be able to feel the mechanics of the universe moving under your feet and positioning you for that long range life that you guys really want for yourselves. Like it's probably time for you to, you know, release any sort of juvenile yearnings. And when I say juvenile, it's like kind of attached to the freedom that you might have experienced. And it's a different kind of freedom. This is not the same kind of freedom as a teenager or a young adult going out and like really just painting the town red. This is a completely different kind of freedom. This is the freedom to live your life any way you want to. And again, you could be too modest. That's the word that I was looking for 5 minutes ago. You could be too modest to accept, oh, I don't deserve it. You do deserve it. And not only that, you have worked really hard to manifest it. So don't make your future you do some sort of like, I cannot believe they said no to that, you know, because this feels like a really once in a lifetime offer. So don't drop the ball here, Leo. All right, I'm going to pull an Angels and Ancestors card. What have we got here? This is David, okay? So I'm going to show you guys the card, and it's got a little bit of a message on the bottom, and of course I can't read it. And this is really interesting. This says hold the space. So what does that mean to you? So what I'm getting is you need to hold the space for your future you, okay? Life is going to change on you. It's not always going to be the same. You're being offered like this massive cushion. So hold the space for your future. And it can be very hard to see that far down the road depending on your age. Like for sure when I was 16, I didn't care about 50-year-old me, but I wish that she have, you know, now that I'm whatever age. So hold the space for your future. Definitely. Hold the space for your future, Leo. And don't be too proud or modest or demure or, you know, oh, I declare, you know, I can't possibly take that. Take it. This is probably a once in a lifetime offer, possibly not coming back around. This is a big deal. Sign it. Okay, guys, I'm going to bounce. See you later. Bye.